So I'm writing the response to the Tazkir Sad, to the review of the social workers that forces me to be separated from my daughters indefinitely because I do not cooperate with the Nazi government. So there is one point that I stressed many times, but it's an important point that I should again reiterate. I was never a secretive person. I was doing all my life. I wasn't like the monk that I am now because I was forced into the situation. I studied. I had friends. Most of them were not real friends, but they were hired by the Shabak. But that's the situation. That's what That's what the story of my life. But in any case, I had friends or acquaintances, and people knew me. And of course, I served in the military close to 6 years. I was an officer. Again, I studied at the university, the Hebrew University. I was never shy, and as you probably can understand just by listening to me and watching my videos, I like to speak, and I like to I like to speak even in public, and people knew me. People knew me when I got married. People knew me when I raised my children. And of course, during the process of the divorce and after that. I say that I stress it again and again because you must understand that most of my acquaintances were in some way related to the intelligence community, and you already understand why and how it came to be. I was not a secret in Israel. People understood me very well. And the intelligence community in Israel understood one key point that is central to my existence, and it is the fact that I am not going to abandon my daughters. And they knew that following the ugly divorce trial and an ugly custody trial, I will do whatever I can to raise them, to be with my daughters, and to give them what is naturally their right, which is to grow up with both their mother and their father, like any other child. Of course, sometimes the situation does not permit it, but when situation permits, it is the rightful. By nature, it's a natural right for a child to grow up with both his father and his mother, even if they are separated and divorced. And this is something so natural that no one should really prove. It's central to the existence of humans. And the intelligence community in Israel knew, and they still know, that the best course of action to avoid me having more children is to make me fight indefinitely for the right to raise my existing children. You don't need to be a genius to understand it. Because when a father is always occupied with just the battle against the authorities that want to take his children from him, and the battle never ends and it keeps going for years, and you see it's still ongoing, such a person, such a father cannot think about marrying again, or not even marrying, just being in a relationship that involves having more children. How can he? He still needs to take care of his existing children. It's his priority. He needs to do everything that he can so they will be with him. At least, of course, half of the time, as nature dictates. And the intelligence community knew, and they still know, that if I will be occupied with the authorities and with the law system for the right to raise my children, I will not have the opportunity to have more children. And that is their top priority, because they are occupied with a systematic xenocide of the foreigners. And this is something that takes place a long, long time now. It's not something new. And the legal action against me to forfeit my right to raise my daughters, its main objective is to make me occupy with this, so I will not have more children because they want the Venusian race to be their slaves and to be annihilated from the face of the earth. This is xenocide, and a punishment is, there are many punishments, but the main punishment is asteroids that will delete Israel from the map, literally delete it from the map, but not only Israel. The United States will not be the same place. It's going back to the 18th century. I swear, by God, I swear. The United States will be punished severely, and it will not be the same state again.